Hey everybody, 6/12/23. I started and cut another one earlier, so I'm coming at you again. It was short-lived, but I picked up where I left off, and I'll do the same thing again right now. I picked up where I left off. The last message was I'm trying a little humor. You know, we were talking about those shit bags. They live on the side of the trails and stuff. I just don't understand what you left that for, who you left it for. Do you expect somebody to clean up after you? Have you not found this place to be like the most amazing? I know a lot of the public awareness is even there with plastics are not actually good when they break down. So let's pick up after ourselves. And the dog shit in the bag, is that like is that like the really big one? I don't fucking care, or you'll clean up after me, or do you really need a tutorial off of a YouTube on how to use a shit bag? Because the funny thing is, actually, they can come in handy in more than a couple different ways. And, not only is the bag capable of gathering the shit and wrapping it up and dispensing it in what you would call the most proper manner. I think the animals have been crapping everywhere forever. All of us have, crapping, pissing. When I was a kid, I was told to go pee behind a tree, and you don't pee in public, or else, what were you thinking? You didn't need a tutorial after a couple moments, a couple times of being instructed how that happens. Maybe as a child, I wonder about that level of thinking. But why would you leave the shit bag on the side of the trail? Huh? Is it a present? It can actually work as a hand warmer. If you put it in the bag, you tie it up, and you cinch it, right? And then you hold on to this bag in your hand, right? It's warm. On a cold day, just hold it together. There's no touching it, but it will keep your hands warm for a little while. Take it to where it needs to be dispensed of properly, all right? It's really weird that we got to tell people that. It's like these guys, I seen a good funny one the other day, and it's better that we're doing this now, and maybe the humor is going to be the way to get us there, because we don't want to really offend some of you. And so many people are easily offended. But when you go to nature, in areas with nature, and everything is about you, right? And like you're going to get pictures with all these things. And then when they attack you and shit, don't be so surprised. The best thing, and don't feed them. Where is any of this, second, you feed everything that you find? You don't. Not in your cities and different areas. And then when the animal has its way with you in order to protect its young, or or even just it gets a wild hair in its ass, and it comes after you, you're what, surprised? And you're taunting him at times. It's really weird. And some of you are dumb enough to take your children out of the vehicles. And you're probably somebody that makes decisions for us in life. Those are the weird ones to see. Well, look, honey, they're going out to see the bear. They're going out to see the bison. They're going to see the elk. They're going to see the moose. And look, they brought their children also to see the elk, moose, bear. I mean, whatever it is. Wow. You need a tutorial. I mean, I've seen so many times in life with humans, so many humans removed from situations because they weren't using enough common sense. But in any event, I don't understand this, and it's disturbing to me and to what I talk and think, and and if you have comments and questions, I'm not perfect. I say it many times, hit us back here on this station, Everett's Live Music. Let's hear what you got to say, because I think we need to have a better consciousness about what's happening around us, and it's incredible. So go ahead, and if you like the humor side of any of this, that would be great to hear back. Anything, we'll bring it to you on a funnier side. Don't forget, shit bags for your dogs. They dual as a hand warmer, and if you aren't going to bag it, because why would you in that spot, cover it with a rock, kick some stones over it, and perhaps I'm the wrong one to say that. because on the biological level, certain things exist, but we covered that earlier a little bit. You know, I think the dogs are the only ones eating like the farm animals crap and stuff. Mainly, I think I see a lot of it with the horse ones. And you know, what's all this way of life where we're so sensitive to everything, right? Have you ever been on a farm? Have you ever seen some animals and how they act with one another? And have you seen what do some people tell their children? Not that I'm here to tell you, because this one's for adults only. It's not for kids, but dude, what do you tell them? I mean, when you say don't talk about sex or penises or vaginas and stuff, I mean, when some of them are, on a farm, they're trying to share so much with us, and you'll see it in nature. So much has been shared with us, from how a tree is so strong and able to stand super high winds and never break, because it's been made to flex, and we find out a way to build buildings that way, you know, and we take all that shit for granted and try to take some kind of engineering great feat. But you've actually watched it happen around you, didn't you? How about the peregrine falcon and the way the nose structure and inside the beak and the bone, and the way it's able to go into a dive at over 200 miles an hour and still breathe. They actually use some of that knowledge to develop engines for some of our flying craft, and how to not stall out the engines. And so much has been offered, man. So much, and we're so easy to walk all over it and take from it on a level that you know, come on, man, really? You know, how about having a little patience, a little time, and a little understanding, and daring to read those pamphlets that are handed to you? I mean, it's got to. Who the hell has to be told to stay in the car more than a few times when you go through, you know, the wildlife areas and different stuff, and you see it all the time. And they get away from it, you know. I've been up to one spot where I live, you know, and the wild horses are up there, and they're walking up to them, and you know, I mean, I don't care where you're from, dude. It's not good. No bueno. No toca. Don't touch. Muy malo. Very bad, man. It's bad, dude. Leave them alone. Just watch them. They don't usually come up to us too much. They only do it when we push hard on it, and we're all going to have to live together. So I'm always standing for them. And so many movies you see, right, with the animals in them, you know, and these awesome animals, man. The bears and wolves and different animals, man, that have so acted. I mean, is anybody giving them any more land? I mean, what do they get at the end of the movie to bring that kind of theatrical experience to you in the movie, like The Edge, you know, or if you watch Free Willy, or you watch Flipper, and these very intelligent animals, or you watch, you know, Call of the Wild, and you watch there's so many movies and so many different experiences that they help us to understand. They're great teachers. Wow, dude. It's so funny. You want to know about love? What's love and all this other stuff, and we discount so much so easy. A dog can easily show you what that is. But the idea is to maybe bring in some of this more on a funny level, you know. It would be maybe beneficial. We'll see what you think. Hit me back. I'm shooting for this. Just, you know, when you're out partying and stuff, man, take it easy, dude. Put your shit in a pile. Don't break everything. Stop fucking writing all over everything, so the next generation's got somewhere to hang out. And you teach them, don't leave marks behind. How could you just walk all over it all and just think that what you leave behind in a spray can or something? There's the sewers, and there's the drain ditches, and there's the underneath the bridges, man. There's so much of it for that. Leave nature alone, dude. Be cool, man. It's taught us so much, and we have not learned well, I don't believe, to one degree or another. And we won't get down on that today, but keep it on an up level and be good and respectful of it all. It's all there for us, and so much is shown to us. I started flirting with that idea on the farm earlier. What do you tell your kids when you see a horse penis or a chicken, a rooster raping another chicken? It's not raping it, but man, it looks pretty aggressive, dude. Different levels of all this stuff that happens around us, and some of us live in a box, and you don't see any of it ever. So I guess when you get let out of the box, what do you expect? I don't know. This one's a long message. I might keep it or I might not. I'm trying to keep them shorter, but I wanted to offer more and talk more about this stuff. Peace.